All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the night. We're going to start moving on to the next portion of the evening. I'm pleased to report that so far we are running on time. I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully we'll keep things running just as smoothly and tickety-boo as they have so far. Now, just before we move on, I just want to take a minute to thank some of the folks that helped make tonight possible. The first is, I'd like to take a minute to thank the folks that made tonight's meal. Huron Shores Catering put together tonight's meal. Let's put your hands together, please, for that. I think everyone can agree with me when I say that that was delicious, filling, and just an amazing meal tonight. Thank you so much to the folks at Huron Shores. You're just getting introduced to the AV show so far, and I want to take a minute to thank Mr. Andrew Bauk. He's over hiding off to the side there, but Andrew Bauk from Huron AV has put together the all of the audio-visual stuff that you see here tonight. So thank you very much, Andrew. The videos that you're going to see tonight of most of our nominees were filmed and put together by Stephen Holmes. Stephen, unfortunately, is not here, but I'd like to just take a minute to recognize Stephen's work tonight as well. Recording this night for posterity is our photographer, Angela Smith. Now, Angela, in addition to being a photographer, is also the Community Improvement Coordinator for the municipality of Central Huron. She's an absolutely wonderful individual. And I'm wondering, Angela, wherever you are, I'm wondering if I could bug you to just stand up for a moment and if we could all recognize Angela for her work tonight. The decorating tonight was done by Amanda Ross Decorating. I'm sure you'll all agree that she's done a beautiful job with the design here tonight, and I'd like to take a minute to recognize her as well. And of course, we'd be remiss to thank the good folks at the South Huron Recreation Center bar staff at the back of the room tonight. Please put your hands together for all of their hard work tonight. Thank you so much. On that note, I just want to point out that the bar will remain open for the remainder of the evening for those. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. Now at this point, what I'd like to do is I'd like to call up the Huron Manufacturing Association Board co-chairs, Maureen Cluza and Larry Livingston, to recognize some more important folks tonight.
Good to go. Hope everybody had a very delightful supper. I know I'm maintaining my girlish figure, and I enjoyed myself. First off, we would like to thank and recognize tonight's sponsors. Libro for their generous funding of the 4 apprentice scholarships. The County of Huron for their platinum level sponsorship. Huron East for their gold level sponsorship. South Huron for their generous donation of the hall rental. Our silver sponsors are Community Futures Huron, General Coach, Cap Products, North Huron, Metzger Meats, and Morris Turnberry. Now, briefly, I'd like to introduce our board members. Both of us, Maureen and myself, as chair and vice chair. If you would like to stand briefly and take a bow or a curtsy or whatever you'd like to do there. Ray Gradanis, he's our treasurer of the Avon-Maitland District School Board. Jan Hawley, Huron East Economic Development. Brian Lansborough, Maelstrom Winery. Stephen Aud, Finastra Packaging and Seaforth Elevators. Our good friend here, Mike Miller, from WSPS, Workplace Safety and Prevention. Ken Hines, Design Concrete. Joan Wood, our treasurer and bookkeeper, Enviro North. And last but not least, Lisa Hothausen, our dependable, enthusiastic administrative support person, and she's the glue that keeps our organization moving in a forward motion and all our projects on track. If you would stand up, Lisa, we have, come on, you don't get off that easy. Come on up front.
And Joan, please.
Joan will make a presentation. This girl here keeps us moving. We often take her quite for granted. And I'm sure most of you have had to listen to Lisa give the pitch.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Our nomination selection committee, our individuals on that are Ken Hines as the chair, Stephen Aud, and Jason Aud. Our gala committee, Joan Wood, our chair, Lisa, myself, and Maureen. Okay. Now, to everyone that put up the display tables around the outside there, thank you very much. It helps greatly with our aesthetics for the evening. For some of the new folk that are here, we'll give you a little brief history lesson. From the small, humble beginnings come great things. In the late 80s and early 90s, a group of businessmen and small manufacturers gathered in small meeting places and coffee shops around the county to discuss and explore the formation of some sort of an alliance. In 1998, the HMA started with a core group of manufacturing and municipal leaders to promote awareness of the manufacturing sector within this county. Huron Manufacturing Association was created from those initiatives and incorporated in 2004. We are the unified voice of the Huron manufacturers to promote industry growth. The focus of our organization is to educate the community and provide opportunities for networking and the celebration of manufacturing achievement. One of the chores that we do on a regular basis is the school bus tours, where local companies open up their facilities in order to introduce our high school students to the manufacturing in the county. This year, we're grateful recipients of Libro Prosperity funding. Their funding has allowed us to expand to 2 sets of tours annually. To all you folks that have participated in this program, the manufacturers, the tech teachers, the chaperones, the volunteers, we extend our gratitude. Our board meetings take place on a monthly basis, and we thank all our supporters that come out and join us. Currently, we have 2 openings, 4 manufacturers on the board. If anyone's interested, please let us know. We'd be glad to have you on board. We like to have new faces, and you got to have new eyes on anything. New eyes give you a different perspective. And it'd also be nice to have some of our past members come back and rejoin us for another session. Tonight's celebration is about recognizing and celebrating the endurance, the innovation, and the achievements of all the manufacturers within this county. It isn't easy to compete in today's economic climate, and we feel it is crucial to stand back once a year and have a look at what we have accomplished and celebrate that. Now I'd like to pass the mic back over to Chris. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Maureen and Larry, for giving us that history and helping us light the fire into the HMA for another year coming up. Now, it is my privilege at this point in the evening to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. Mr. Ben Hogervorst of Brightspan Building Systems. Ben Hogervorst has been in the fabric structures business for over 22 years, and he's the founder and president of Brightspan Building Systems Incorporated. Brightspan has administrative offices located in Lucknow and distribution and manufacturing located in Wingham, Ontario. Now, Brightspan is a true success story, having just recently expanded their Wingham facilities. Now, Brightspan has also been honored with numerous awards, such as the 2016 Canadian Small Business of the Year Award by the Canadian Small Business Magazine. And in 2017, Brightspan Buildings was named as one of the top 200 fastest growing companies in Canada by Profit Magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Ben Hogervorst up to the stage.
Thank you, Chris. And sitting down, it seems like that, many years ago or 7 years ago, there was no chance of us thinking that we'd be able to grow at the extent we have. And there's a lot of good things that happened to allow us to do that. And so we're thankful to a lot of people for helping us along the way. And I should mention my partner, Rob. He's been there since day one, and of course my other partner, my wife Jenny, who's kept control of the two of us. And I want to thank the HMA for putting on this event tonight, and it's really a great thing that we have an organization like HMA to bring us together and really recognize some of the great manufacturers in Huron County. So let's give them a hand. My topics tonight are to answer two questions. One is, what is it like being a manufacturer in Huron County? And the second, what does it take to be a successful entrepreneur? But before I get started to address those questions, I wonder if I could share some statistics that I found out about Huron County. Huron County was established in 1867 when a large landmass was split into two, forming Bruce and Huron counties. Huron County has a population of 60,000 people and a density of 17.4 people per kilometer squared. 17.4 people per kilometer squared. They wouldn't even see each other. So let's just think about that. Who would care to throw out a number what the population density would be in the GTA? Just throw out a number. Can't hear you. 5,000. Ooh, close. Anybody else? 5,001. You went on the wrong side. What's that game, Jeopardy or one of those? So 4,100 people per kilometer squared in the GTA versus 17.4 in Huron County. I think we picked the right place to live. Huron County has an active workforce of 30,000 people, which is half of the population. Huron County is home to the largest salt mine in the world, that being Compass Minerals in Goderich. And Huron County is blessed to have 110 kilometers of beautiful shoreline and can boast the most beautiful sunsets in the world. That's a pretty darn nice resume of a place to live, isn't it? So back to the questions. Actually, before I address the questions, Lisa had asked me to say a little bit more about the expansion of Brightspan. So, short story, we've been in business now 7 years. Last fall, our fabric converter that takes large yarns of fabric and converts it into our roofs, they mentioned to us that they weren't able to do any more for us. They were at their capacity, and they couldn't really grow any more for us, so that we would have to go to other converters to get the balance of our needs. And so we took that back, and with our team at Brightspan, did some budgeting and approved our biggest expansion that we've actually had in our history. And we built a 32,000 square foot fabric conversion facility, which will be state-of-the-art. It will allow us to triple our current volume And we actually have been training staff for about 2 months, and last week we moved in. So we're really excited. We're excited about the potential that gives us as Brightspan, because it was that missing link that we didn't have control of because we had contracted it out. So today we manufacture all our trusses, and we now manufacture all our fabrics. So we can control the quality, and we really look forward to showing that we can produce that quality product and be a full-service company to customers in Canada, in the US, and around the world. So we're really excited about that, and I have to thank John McDonald here. He led the charge since we made the decision. It was kind of a twofold thing. We made the decision to provide the money, and he followed through and did all the work. So it was I had the easy task, and Rob and I had the easy task there. So we're really excited about that. It's a fantastic facility. We hope next summer to have an open house, and certainly you're all invited to come on out. So back to the questions, the first being, what is it like to be a manufacturer in Huron County? I attempted to reach all the nominees tonight because I thought it would be better to give you a broad spectrum of what the manufacturers feel to answer that question, rather than just a Brightspan perspective. I asked several questions, and it was a great eye-opener as I was speaking to these companies through email, and it just emphasized the fact and the diversification of Huron County. We are so lucky to be so diverse in Huron County, and you'll recognize some of that as we go through some of these questions and answers. So let's learn more about our nominees. On the topic of exports, some of our nominees market all their product domestically, and we also have the other side of the spectrum where one nominee exports 95% of what they produce. And of course, we have everything in between. Over at Brightspan, we export about 35% this past year. To the question, why did you start your business in Huron County? And I actually thought that was a really good question, and then I felt silly when everybody answered with the same answer. We grew up here, we love where we live, and we saw no reason to go elsewhere. So I guess it was a pretty easy answer, but one that I wasn't expecting to be that easy. Years in operation. The nominees have been in business anywhere from 2 years to over 60 years. The number of people they employ in Huron County ranges from 6 to over 500, and of course, everything in between. When asked the question, what are the greatest benefits of being in business in Huron County? Many echoed each other's remarks. High-quality workforce. Another answered, it's a beautiful place to work, to live, to raise a family, and just be happy. So with that information, the nominees were asked, so what is the greatest challenges you face being in business in Huron County? Number one on the list is we need more high-quality workforce. So high-quality workforce was the number one benefit to being a business person in Huron County, but it was also one of the greatest challenges to growth for the businesses in Huron County. To the question, another commented that our population in Huron County wasn't growing, and they felt that that was one of the causes of not having enough skilled labor. So in other words, we need more babies. And I'm really proud to say that we have 2 grandchildren on the way in the next 6 months. So we're doing our part, or at least our kids are. We've done our part long ago. Another challenge was stated as we were not keeping our young people in the county, that they were being lured to the big cities and attracted to those types of jobs. To the next question, what do you feel is the best thing that Huron County has going for it? Number one, again, is the people. It kept on coming back. Huron County is full of good people, always willing to help, always demonstrating a great work ethic. It's a great place to live, another said, to raise a family and have a business. And this next one, I thought, after thinking about it, it's a really great asset to Huron County. Huron County has a great diversification of manufacturing, which brings stability to the job market. We have a great diversification of manufacturing, which brings stability to the job market. And that's great, because that means our children and their children will have jobs because of that diversity. Huron County residents have a great sense of community and an entrepreneurial spirit. So kudos to Huron County. Let's give Huron County a big hand. It truly is a great place to live. We just need more of you, more babies. And I just have to add, you know, in my work and in my travels, there's never a better sense of feeling than when you land back home at Toronto Airport, just to know you're back in Canada and in Ontario. And it really is a great feeling. And then to take that one step further, to make that drive to our home in Huron County, it's just a beautiful place to live and be. And you know, when we have disasters that are climatic around the country or around the world, and you think, you know, barring the tornado in Goderich, we've had so little climatical disasters. We are so fortunate. So just another great place to live. Switching topics now to the second question. What does it take to be a successful entrepreneur? And I'm sure most of you know it takes hard work. That's obvious. And it really does. Many successful entrepreneurs work 60, 70 hours a week after week, year after year. But hard work alone doesn't guarantee a successful business. There's got to be more to it than that. Or some people would say, if that's all it takes is just hard work, then there would be more entrepreneurs. I believe entrepreneurs are a special breed of people. They have a deep underlying passion for what they do. That passion drives them to invest in people, in equipment, in tools, and in land. They are always looking ahead. Successful entrepreneurs are dreamers. They like to dream of what they could become. They wake up in the middle of the night, scratch their ideas in a notepad so that they don't forget. Successful people are positive-minded, always looking as to why things will work, why this could be done, rather than why they won't work. When things go wrong, they try to look for the good that will come out of what went wrong and how can we correct it. They inspire people who work with them through their positive attitude and example. Successful entrepreneurs take risks when others would not. Many entrepreneurs put their life savings into their business. Not everyone is willing to do that. Not everyone is willing to mortgage everything they have to start a new business. Most successful business people take advantage of opportunities, but not just the easy ones, also the ones that come at an inconvenient time. It has been said that the greatest opportunities in our lives come at the most inopportune times. It's easy to take advantage of an opportunity when it comes at a good time, when finances are good, everything is good. But it's way more difficult to take advantage of an opportunity when it comes at an inopportune time. For example, you just finished buying that piece of equipment. You went to the bank, got all the financing you could to buy that piece of equipment. Then a few months later, another opportunity comes. What do? A lot of people stop, but the best of the entrepreneurs find a way to take advantage of that second opportunity. So what have we got so far? What does it take to be a successful entrepreneur? They work hard, very hard. They are passionate about their businesses. They are dreamers. They are positive-minded people that inspire people around them. They take risks when others would not. They take advantages of opportunities when others would not. Successful businesses also adapt to change. They prescribe to the saying, if you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you always got. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you always got. How many people or situations can you think of where the people involved keep on complaining about things aren't getting any better, things are not changing for the better, and yet they won't change what they are doing in order to change the results? Here's another one that many of you will know. What is the definition of insanity? Anyone want to shout that one out?
Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Did you all hear that? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Exactly. Or as Albert Einstein was quoted as saying, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. So businesses adapt to change. But perhaps the most important thing that great businesses do to be successful is they hire great people. No one can be great alone. It takes a great team of people to be successful, and I'm very grateful that we have that team at Brightspan Building Systems. Thank you very much.
On behalf of everyone here tonight, I want to thank you so much, Ben, for inspiring us both with your words and your incredibly hard work over the last 22 years. Thank you again, Ben, for speaking. With that, it's time to move on to the awards portion of our evening tonight. Now, just before we get started, for those of you that may be winning awards tonight, I'm just going to go over exactly what we'd like you to do when and if you're fortunate enough to be recognized with an award or a scholarship tonight. So what I'm going to ask you to do after that exciting moment that your name is announced, I'm going to ask you to come over to the stairs on my right, your left here, head on up and make your way over, accept your award, and then you're going to move right on through to Angela, standing right over there by the camera, and she is going to take your picture for posterity and to show your grandchildren and great-grandchildren the amazing award you won tonight. And that's sort of how we see it going, okay? So everyone just make sure we're just going to try to keep people going right through here. I know I'm probably going to have to remind you anyways, but it's all good. We're going to have a great old time no matter what here anyways. All right. So with that, first, I would like to invite Ray Gradanis, the technical studies teacher at Central Huron Secondary School and also earlier recognized as the treasurer on the HMA board, to come up and introduce our youth scholarship winners tonight. Ray?
Thank you. Once again, the HMA would like to thank Libro for the 4 $1,000 scholarships that we get to hand out tonight. I believe there were 7 applicants for the 4 scholarships. To be eligible for a scholarship, you have to be an apprentice in Huron County or be working towards or seeking an apprenticeship in Huron County. One of the awards is now a Specialist High Skills Major Award, which is open to Specialist High Skills Major graduates. The Specialist High Skills Major program set out by the government, it means a student will direct their learning to a specific path. They will complete 2 co-op credits, 4 major credits in their pathway, and they will complete 6 industry certifications before they leave high school. So it's a great introduction for these students to get into an apprenticeship. So the first, I'm going to hand out the 3 scholarships first, and I'll do the Specialist High Skills Major last. So the first scholarship winner, Jesse Simpson. Second scholarship is for Kyle Forrest. I'm not sure if Kyle Forrest is here tonight. I don't think I've seen him. Okay. You can just head right over to the photograph session there. The third scholarship is Sam McEwen. And our Specialist High Skills Major Scholarship winner, Nathan Bielis. And now I'd like to invite Luke Jamat to come up. He has a scholarship that he hands out as well. Thank you.
Good evening. We started this scholarship about 3 years ago, and it's just try to entice a few more students to try a little bit harder. And so this is awarded to a graduating Ontario Secondary School student planning to continue his education in the following trades: welder, machinist, millwright, or tool and die. The students are from Huron County and may be nominated by the Technology Department head with consultation with the faculty. And our criteria is they should be knowledgeable and has achieved above average grades in related studies. Skill has demonstrated hands-on skill in the listed trade and class. Health and safety, they have a good understanding of WMIS, showing safe work practices, and also aware of others' worker safety around them. Experimental learning, has participated in co-op programs or related part-time work throughout the summers. So we have one individual who has done a co-op with us last year. He also did summer employment with us, and he's currently doing studies at Conestoga College in the tool and die trade. The student is Kevin Ritter. If you could come up here, Kevin, to accept your scholarship. There's one other little subject I'd like to touch on, and it's a challenge I'd like to put out to the county to maybe step up a little bit and show a little bit more interest in what our manufacturing has going on in the county, and I challenge them to come up with a scholarship for a student that wants to continue their education in the manufacturing environment. Thank you.
Thanks very much to both Ray, Luke, and all of tonight's scholarship winners. Now it's time to move on to the manufacturing awards. Now, before I do that, I'd just like to invite our co-chairs, Maureen and Larry, to return to the stage, as well as our MP, Ben Lobb. And if she has arrived, if Lisa Thompson is around, we'd like to invite her on stage as well. Fantastic. So with that, now that we've got our dignitaries on stage, we're ready to move on to the awards. So without any further ado, The first award we'll be presenting tonight is the Innovative Manufacturing Award. Now, this award will go to the company that improved a manufacturing process or created a new process for the manufacture of a product. And without further ado, we'd like to introduce you to the nominees.
So my name is Colin Vandenberg, and in 2011, my wife Katrin and I started this business, Vandenberg Millwrighting, and we offer a welding, fabricating, machine shop business, primarily focused on the agricultural industry in Huron County, but also the industrial sector, manufacturing, installing, and repairing industrial equipment. In November of 2016, we invested in a fully automated plasma cutting system with the goal in mind of producing a higher quality part for our clients, for our projects as well as their projects, with the thoughts of increased productivity, repeatability, and just getting things done in a timely fashion. I think in Huron County, the sense of community and the willingness of local businesses to do business with each other. Almost all of our business is from Huron County. Almost all of the things that we work on, manufacture, or install are in Huron County. And I think a lot of that has to do and thanks to local businesses and people willing to reach out to contractors and manufacturers locally to get the things done that they need done.
My name's Derek Bockard, and I'm the third generation to be working here at Bockard Meats. My grandpa started the business back in the 1980s, and it started out as a custom killing and a retail store. And since then, over the years, it's changed now into only wholesale business. And all of our product goes out as whole pigs or half carcasses, mostly to different European and Asian nationalities in Toronto and the surrounding area. We started out as the custom kill and retail store, so from there we've done renovations in here, we've eliminated different things and upgraded our process to be able to go from back in the 1980s, Grandpa would have killed maybe 40 hogs in a day, and now we are able to kill up to 500. Would be a large day for us here now. And we've focused on taking the product and getting into different markets that would allow us to get more profit and then pass on to the farmer. We deal directly with the farmer, and we feel that we need to have a very good product, and a very good product starts with a very good animal at the farm. Doing business in Huron County is great because we're right in the middle of a farming community, and being we have a meat processing plant, you couldn't ask for something better than having the farms in your backyard. It's a great community to work in, and it's just nothing better than not having to haul your livestock a long ways to the killing plant, having it right here and ready, and working with the farmers in this area is great.
And without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce the 2017 Innovative Manufacturing Award winner, Vandenberg Millwrighting. Congratulations again. Our next award of the evening is the Employer of the Year Award. Now, this award will go to the company who has demonstrated leadership in creating a positive workforce within their company. And without further ado, we're going to introduce the nominees.
The Goderich salt mine here, it's the largest underground salt mine in the world. It's 2.5 times the size of the town of Goderich. We're out about 8 kilometers underneath the lake. We are owned by Compass Minerals, which is based out of Kansas. We have sites in Canada, the United States, Brazil, and the UK. We employ about 3,300 people total worldwide, and 500 of those are here. This is the largest site for Compass. Over the last few years, we've actually put a huge amount of financial investment into the area and into the mine itself. We did the shaft reline. We've invested in technology, continuous mining machines. We've set ourselves up for being here for the next 50, 60 years at least. So they know that, we're invested in them, we're invested in this site. We're not going to just pull up and move away the way some larger manufacturers have. We're a generational mine. We have a lot of employees who have worked here their whole lives. Their fathers, their grandfathers worked here. We are the largest employer in Goderich. We pay very well. We have good benefits. We provide training. We'll work with employees who want to move forward. It's a really small, close-knit community. We found it really easy to make friends and just to get to know your neighbor, which you don't necessarily get to know in London. And it really gives us an opportunity to get involved with the community. And just as like Compass, over the last couple of years, we made major donations to AMGH to give a dialysis machine and to Fanshawe College so that they could open a branch here. So you have an opportunity to make a real difference in the community.
I'm Tim Martin, location manager for Pioneer Hybrid Production Company. I've been with the company about 20 years. Our seed production facility here is located 1 mile east of Wingham. We built our plant in 2011 and 2012, so we're quite new to the area. We handle soybeans here and also canola. So the soybeans are produced in Ontario and for the Ontario market. Most of our canola ends up in Western Canada. Yeah, so I think improving morale is about, a big part of that for us is including employees in our decision making. We have feedback sessions at the end of a cycle. We'll sit down with the group, talk about what worked really well, what were some of the challenges, how can we do that different next year, and just involving them in that process is a benefit to them, benefit to us. It really brings the group together as well. One thing that we really spend a lot of time on is just focused improvement. And that's focused improvement projects, continuous improvement, where we're always trying to be better than what we did, maybe how we did it last time. So for employee retention, I think it's more than just competitive wages and benefits. It's having fun at work, having activities. We have recognition programs. We have like a safe driving honor roll to reward people for working safely. We have a point system that we call ovations, where you can give points to your fellow employees for a job well done. Another thing we do, we have monthly coaching sessions. Supervisors talk with employees and try to get candid feedback one-on-one for ideas of what can make the workplace better. We're not perfect, but we're always striving to try to do things better and make little incremental improvements along the way. Huron County. So we've been here 5 years now, and yeah, it's been a really good, positive experience. One of the reasons we're in Huron County is good agriculture land. We need good isolation for producing our canola. Local businesses are great to work with, the relationships that we're building in the community. So yeah, Huron County's been really positive in many ways.
Brightside Building Systems started in 2010 when I partnered with Rob Stute and Maitland Welding, and we manufacture steel-framed, fabric-covered buildings, and we market to about half of our business is to agriculture, and the other half is into the commercial warehousing, anything that really needs a roof. The most important thing about morale with staff is having a culture that is a positive culture, And we work very hard to develop and cultivate a positive culture here at Brightspan. We have things such as employee meetings every 2 months where we bring everyone together. We have a lunch, we share where the company is at for sales. We also share where we are with different initiatives that allow us to deal with the growth that we're having. Also, from a standpoint of morale, we have an idea suggestion box, which isn't a deep black hole, which it is in many places. We actually document every idea that comes into that box. We discuss it at a management level, and we also get back to that staff member as well as the other staff as to whether we can act on that suggestion or whether we can't act on that suggestion or whether it's just on hold until we get to a different place. As far as retention of staff, again, it starts with the culture of the company. You can pay the best wages or things of that nature, but if you don't have a culture that's positive, I think the wages take a second step. A couple years ago, we started a pension program, and again, it comes back to the culture, along with those things about being competitive and having a pension program, also having a nice place to work. There's no better place to live than Huron County, and I can't think of a better place to raise a family than Huron County. I can't think of a better place where you can find well-grounded people, just that want to put a good day's work in, and just Huron County is full of good people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 HMA Employer of the Year is DuPont Pioneer Wingham. Congratulations again, Tim. Our next award is the Innovative Product Award. This award will go to the company who has shown innovation in improving a product or creating a new product. Now, while it was not possible to produce videos for the nominees in this award category, it's my privilege to introduce you to both of the companies that have been recognized. The first is the Iron Barn. Now, Broders Steel, a small manufacturer of steel products, has just recently branched out and added a new high-profile dimension to its core business, which centers around the steel industry. The Iron Barn has developed a large following, manufacturing standard and custom steel artistic pieces to decorate both home and business. Their innovative process marries high-quality fabrication with artistic beauty. Our second nominee in this category is Van Ray Farms. Now, only 3 years into the garlic industry, but no stranger to farming, the Van Rays understand the growing impact of innovation and technology on farming. They have introduced a new precision air planter and 4-row mechanical harvester that is capable of extracting 250,000 pounds of fresh garlic bulbs. In addition, state-of-the-art bagging technology was implemented to bag 40 pouches of garlic a minute. And a revolutionary combined drying and cooling system has been installed. Huron County produces over 500,000 pounds of garlic a year. The forward-thinking investment and efforts of the Van Ray family in Huron County's manufacturing agri-sector is a clear indication of innovation and resourcefulness. And without further ado, I'm pleased to award the Innovative Product Award to Van Ray Farms.
Quite a surprise, Teresa.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Teresa, and the rest of the team at Van Ray Farms. Tonight's next award is presented to the Exporter of the Year. Now, this award will go to the company that has increased international sales or developed global markets. And without further ado, our first nominee.
Huron Commodities is a small family business. We've been in the area since 1988, specializing in export of food-grade soybeans, mostly to Asian markets for end use in tofu, miso, soy milk, and other soy-based foods. We're a small company by comparison to many other large agriculture exporters. We had no interest in competing with the major exporters on crushed beans or corn or wheat. We decided to go down the path of specialty markets, which is a value-added market, less competitive than the low-margin grain trade, and we're able to bring some extra value to local farmers here too. Managing our costs is very important. Agriculture trade isn't particularly high margin, so we need to know where our costs are, and also managing our risk, whether that be currency or commodity futures or physical position. Just knowing where you're at on a daily basis is very important. It's a great atmosphere for doing business, especially in agriculture markets. We're a small family company. It's nice. We're not trading with other huge local or huge Canadian companies or international companies. There's the personal aspect to it, where you're dealing with people. You're not dealing with large corporations, which is nice.
And our second nominee, unfortunately, was not possible to produce the video prior to tonight's event, but it's my great pleasure to introduce you to Hensel District Co-op. Hensel District Co-op is a progressive, farmer-owned agribusiness with innovative people committed to excellence in a global marketplace. Founded in 1937, HDC has expanded to employ over 500 people. It has become the 8th largest cooperative in Canada and the #1 processor of soybeans in North America and possibly the world. They ship their products to over 50 countries worldwide, with the majority of their product destined to Asia. They are continuing to grow and excited about the future here in Huron County. And without further ado, it's my privilege to present the 2017 Exporter of the Year Award to Huron Commodities. Congratulations again to everybody at Huron Commodities. The next award is the Green Leader Award. Now, this award will go to the company who has best demonstrated leadership in green manufacturing. And without further ado, tonight's nominees.
And certainly, welcome to the Blue Water Recycling Association.
Thank you.
My name is Francis Veyer. I'm the president of the association. We've been around since 1989. We're actually a nonprofit cooperative of municipalities. Over the years, we've accumulated about 80 municipalities working together to provide waste diversion services. Our primary business is collecting blue boxes in the area and processing them and selling the commodities worldwide, but we certainly offer a variety of waste diversion services along with that. So for us, right from the get-go, really it wasn't the idea of creating a waste management company. I mean, anybody can do that. It was really about resource management and looking at what sort of resources we had in the community and how to better utilize them. And if we're here to try to reuse resources, better utilize them, whatever else, first thing we did is we grabbed a 70-year-old airplane hangar and repurposed it into our material recovery facility. And it's the kind of things that we do and optimize it by using the latest technology, always looking for innovation, bringing technology from all around the world and bringing it here rather than sending our material elsewhere, and trying to develop the local economy with it. In every aspect of our business, we always look for the greener, better way of doing things. One of the decisions we made a few years back is to start converting our fleet to compressed natural gas. It's a much cleaner burning fuel. It's non-carcinogenic compared to diesel. Much less greenhouse gas effect. We process materials here. We develop local markets. So most of the commodities we sell, we try to sell locally, and develop the industry right close to home. Well, Huron County has actually been kind of the heart of our operations right from the get-go, the heart and soul, I guess you'd call it that. We have 80 employees that are absolutely dedicated and loyal to our operations. They're very, very committed to providing the best customer service and just making sure that we can provide the best service overall. And we see different operators, different places, but it's certainly one of the quality of that we enjoy here is having just the best people on our team.
Yeah, my name is Brian Kiss. I'm the production supervisor at Cap Products. I worked here for about 27 years. We make pipe fittings like these that get shipped across North America, primarily for the oil and gas industry, also for plumbing fittings and stuff like that, but a lot of the higher pressure type applications that you don't buy at Home Depot or anything like that. So we try to use recycled materials whenever we can, right from the wood out in the steel yard that we reuse, and recycled banding. Over in the production area, we have different trays that we've added about 50 of this year to collect oil by the drip, literally, but it's all saved that way and reused. For years we've had the oil spinners that centrifuge the oil, and we get about 90% back from that operation alone. Also this year on the wash line, we've added some new skimming equipment to help skim the oily water off the top, again just to prolong the length of the tanks and not create as much wastewater. And then in the packaging area, we actually recycle our shredded paper here where we can for packaging material. Stuff comes in, we reuse the same packaging material when we ship product back out to other suppliers and stuff. And well, everybody's worried about their carbon footprint these days for the future generations, and obviously we use a lot of oils and stuff in manufacturing pipe fittings. So you want to lessen the impact as much as you can through using like recycled materials, less energy. We have actually added a lot of insulation here in the last year or two. We've added a roof coating to help keep the heat out in the summer and the heat in the winter. And it's really just good for the environment. In Huron County, you got to really like the people. So many people have a strong pride to work hard and do a good job. It's no wonder that it's hard to keep kids in Huron County, because I'm sure they want to get hired outside of here because of their good work ethic and pride in workmanship. So a lot of good people in Huron County.
It's my privilege to award the 2017 HMA Green Leader Award to the Blue Water Recycling Association. Congratulations. Congratulations again to the Blue Water Recycling Association. Tonight's next award is the Youth Integration Award. Now, this award is presented to the company that has best demonstrated active youth integration and retention. And without further ado, our nominees.
My name is Ivan Bedard. I'm the plant manager of Northland Industries here in Exeter. I have been here, I started in April of 1977, and I worked here until 94, and then I started my own company setting up modular homes and park models for about 6 years, and then I came back here in 2000, and here we are at 2017, I'm still here. So I've got about 40 years in the industry. I've building, manufactured mobile homes, park models, travel trailers, modulars. We do some commercial stuff as well. It's been a good run, good place to work. We certainly encourage students to come here from any level of education that we can get. We've had kids come from high school. Obviously, they're looking at it a little more seriously, but we've even had kids come from public schools just to see, just out of interest, just to see how things were built. So we certainly try to encourage them just to get in the door just to see what all trades we have here. We weld here. Everything that we have at Northlander we do ourselves. So we make our own furniture. We weld our own frames. We do our own wiring, our own plumbing. We build everything ourselves as far as furniture, kitchens, things like that. But if it's anything in construction, we have people here that can source it and able to build it. So it's a lot of stuff that people can learn to do. The thing I like the best is people are usually pretty close knit. People aren't a number. You get to know them, you get to know their families, you get to know their friends. People seem to stay, once they start working in a place, they kind of get their own little networking going as far as connections and just their social lives kind of interact with each other. And I like that part. I think that's important because then, they take pride in what they do. They take pride in each other. They kind of support the whole thing, and which makes us a better company to work for when everybody gets along and is working well towards the same goal.
Our company has been in Huron Park here for we're coming close to 50 years now. We actually have a very unique product here. It's actually a truly Canadian invention. Our process was brought here by a man actually from out of Exeter, Ontario. And we've been here doing this process and this product within the Huron Park area for almost 100% of the time. We're now a foreignly owned concern, but our business has basically grown to service steel producing customers globally. Myself, I've been here for now 11 years. I'm only the second general manager in this plant. So it's one of those companies where you don't see a lot of turnover. People typically come and they stay. We don't have a lot of turnover. Typically, as I said before, people will come and stay. And a lot of the staff I have right now came to us in their early to mid 20s. We, in our process, typically can't go to the general market and find people to do the job that we need to have done. Our process is so unique. We typically have to we're typically better bringing in youth and teaching them a craft. And so I think that's part of the big draw here is we actually bring young people in with, in their minds, not a lot to offer. If they have a head on their shoulders and a willingness to work, we've actually been able to give them their own craft and develop their own path here. The nice thing about Huron County, believe it or not, it may sound negative, but it's not negative. The remoteness is nice. We are left alone to pursue our business pursuits here. In the greater area, there actually is a lot of resources that we can spin off onto, so we can do a lot of cross-company business with a lot of the other businesses here, so we don't have to go far to find support when we actually need something. If we can't do it ourselves, in Huron County, we can typically find help and support, and we do use a lot of that. So from that point of view, it's a very flexible place to do work.
And just my sincere apologies there to our friends at AccuMold for that distorting dancing video there. If it makes you feel any better, you are the winner of the Youth Integration Award. Congratulations again to Acumol. Our next award is presented to our outstanding associate member. So this award is a bit of a different award out of the other ones in that it's not presented to a manufacturer, but rather to an associate member who has demonstrated recognizable support to Huron County's manufacturing industry. And without further ado, our nominees.
Hi, my name is Lisa Houthausen, and I'm the customer service representative here at Community Futures Huron. We are a not-for-profit that has been helping entrepreneurs make their future in Huron County since 1993. So basically, we take a three-pronged approach: business counseling, economic development, and small business loans. We specifically help with the school tours. So we provide administrative support and in-kind time to the Manufacturing Association with the school tours. So we organize each of the 5 high schools in Huron County, go to 2 different manufacturers in Huron County to learn what it is that manufacturers do in the county, as well as to learn that there are opportunities within this county for employment post-secondary. I really like that the manufacturers in Huron County have this synergy. They work together, they know each other, they help each other out. The networking that happens within. I like that the manufacturers are so accepting and willing to teach the next generation what it is they do and to be so welcoming of the residents of Huron County.
My name's John Kaiser, and I'm a commercial and agricultural account manager at Libro in Exeter. And Libro Credit Union is the largest credit union in southwestern Ontario. We're a full-service banking institution, including day-to-day banking, commercial banking, loans, mortgages. You know, we're here to service the local southwestern community and do the best we can of supporting our local community. So Libro supports the HMA in 2 ways, 2 specific ways. One of those is through the scholarship program, where we offer scholarships to local high school students that are planning to get into apprenticeship programs when they finish high school. And the hope is that these folks, when they finish their program, that they come back to Huron County. They work in Huron County, they work for a local manufacturer, they start a manufacturing business of their own, they start their families in Huron County. So that's sort of the ultimate goal of that program. The other program that we support for the HMA is through our Prosperity Fund, where we are supporting the local student bus tours. And what the HMA does is it organizes and hosts bus tours for local high school students to tour local manufacturing facilities in the spring and again in the fall each year. And the idea is that it gives students an idea of what manufacturers are out there, what jobs are out there in manufacturing, the fact that they can make a very good career in manufacturing in Huron County. It's a win-win for local manufacturers, and it's a win-win for the local students. When I joined the HMA board a number of years ago, one of the things that I found most interesting was the number of manufacturers that are in Huron County and the different types of manufacturing that they do. It shocked me. I couldn't believe the diversity of manufacturing in Huron County. I couldn't believe the number of people that work in manufacturing in Huron County. We've got manufacturers here in Huron County that export to China, India, England, you name it, and within Canada, and manufacturing any number of different types of products. And I just find that fascinating.
Yes, hello, my name is Ralph Messenbrink, and I'm the Principal of Adult and Alternative Education with the Avon-Maitland District School Board, and I'm responsible for the Centers for Employment and Learning. The Centers for Employment and Learning is a one-stop shop for both employment and education services for adults in Huron County, and we've been supporting both job seekers and employers for over a decade. The 5 locations in Huron County in Goderich, Clinton, Seaforth, Exeter, and Wingham deliver employment and training programs funded by the Ministry of Advanced Education and Skills Development, as well as adult ESL funded by the Ministry of Citizenship and Immigration, literacy and basic skills funded again by the Ministry of Advanced Education and Skills Development, as well as adult credit programs funded by the Ministry of Education. The Centre for Employment and Learning has been supporting manufacturers in Huron County by helping them recruit new employees, access hiring and training incentives, and by providing current labour market information. The Centre also helps manufacturers access training grants to help employers invest in both new and current employees. We have partnered with many manufacturers in our youth employment programs as well through work placements that help youth discover local opportunities in manufacturing as part of career decision making. The best part about working with manufacturers in Huron County is learning all about the unique and world-renowned products that are manufactured right in our own backyard. We are fortunate to work with a diverse group of manufacturers who take pride in their products and provide a variety of opportunities for job seekers by accessing local resources such as our centers for assistance with recruitment and training grants. We look forward to supporting our manufacturers for many more years to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the 2017 HMA Outstanding Associate Member Award to the Centers for Employment and Learning. Congratulations again to the Centers for Employment and Learning. For our final and most prestigious award of the evening, the Manufacturer of the Year Award, I'd like to now call upon co-chairs Maureen Cluza and Larry Livingston.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
First off, I want to congratulate all of tonight's winners. Okay, all set?
Yep.
Our selection of Manufacturer of the Year, we want to recognize the manufacturer for their commitment to the manufacturing sector and the HMA. There's so many companies who have given so much of their time and support over the years, but we needed to single out one company above all others. EnviroNorth Limited has supported the HMA in many ways, from hosting many of our bus tours to consistently having seats on the board of directors for many years. Our past chair, Andrew Moss, was on the board for 6 years. Joan Wood has been on a director for 4 years and has done our bookkeeping for the past 2, and has acted as tonight's chair for the gala. EnviroNorth Systems Limited products and systems enable structure operators to save on heating, cooling, mechanical operating costs, and provide a healthier environment. Their innovative, high-volume, low-speed fans have revolutionized the industry. Tonight, we'd like to welcome the representatives of EnviroNorth to the podium to accept their award and to say a couple of words.
Not sure where they're sitting.
Well, that was a pretty good honor for Environor Systems to take under our belt. We want to make sure we thank everybody on the Huron Manufacturing Association, the board, all the member manufacturers, and anybody who put any time whatsoever into tonight's energies and festivities. I got a few other people we want to thank because Environor Systems is still a relatively young company, and we got a lot of support along the way. For the past 15 years, we've had a great sister company in Sunnor Systems, and more recently another sister company in Windtrans Systems Limited. We share a lot of resources, including people, facilities, and a lot of other things on any given day. But most importantly, we really want to thank the people of Environor Systems. The people are a lot of different people in that, we can't get by without the end users of our technology. These people support us, they encourage us, they provide testimonials, they invite our customers in to see our products and really are very beneficial in everything that we do. We need to thank our partners, all our dealers and distributors all over the world. They work hand in hand with us every day. They're in the trenches, they're servicing customers, and they're finding new customers. They're providing information that's tremendously important in guiding our company. But really, who we need to thank is our dedicated team. The collection of sales, office, field, manufacturing. Each individual has invested heavily in the success of our organization. From the entry-level positions right up to the president, our impressive collection of individuals is only exceeded by their combined abilities. I really can't say enough and truly thank all of you over at Table 13 and your families for all the sacrifices we've all made to benefit the team. From the bottom of our heart, thank you. But Environor is a member of HMA, and we're technically a manufacturer, but truth be told, we don't necessarily see ourselves as such. Environor is truly a research and design company. We focus on R&D to continually produce unique and top-performing products. The research and design that goes into the product may start and stop in Seaforth, but it reaches all the way throughout Ontario. The amazing support from the Ontario Centre of Excellence, the involvement of universities like McMaster for their third-party testing, the countless businesses and individuals who provide rapid prototyping and component design recommendations, support system available to businesses like us here in this room to take an idea and create a product is why we get to stand up here tonight amongst our peers. Without this R&D, the products designed, manufactured, and shipped from Seaforth don't exist. It's the backbone of what we do. Every day, our competitive environment grows more crowded with low-cost alternatives. A new player arrives who can do it cheaper, who can do it faster. But that doesn't worry Environor. Continual design enhancements allow Environor Systems to evolve and provide products that differentiate us from our competitors. So I'll conclude by saying we're proud to be a contributing member to HMA, and we're very, very, very proud to call Huron County home. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our final award of the evening, and with that, we're just going to issue our concluding remarks. So this is my first HMA gala, and also my first as an employee of the county, and to say I've been blown away is an understatement. The hard work of not only the board, but especially the gala committee, and Joan in particular is largely responsible for what you see here tonight. But as I close, I would encourage everyone to please stick around. These opportunities to be in the company of your peers in a relaxed social environment like this really don't come up all that often. So I'd invite you, please stick around. Go say hello to an acquaintance you haven't seen in a little while. If there's someone you haven't met before, an unfamiliar face, I'd encourage you to go introduce yourself. We've recognized some incredible manufacturers here tonight, but almost equally as incredible are the manufacturers that didn't get mentioned tonight. So please do go out and introduce yourself. Try and find, like I say, an unfamiliar face. Go find some of the HMA board members and be sure to say thank you for all of their hard work. Thank you again for an amazing evening. It's been my privilege to be involved in this event tonight.
Want to thank Chris very much for his efforts tonight. It was well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to everybody out on the floor here this evening. Without your participation, none of this could happen. And continue on for a pleasant evening.